The following is a presentation of KJAM Sports.
This is Bulldog Basketball on AM 1390. Today's game is brought to you by the KJAM Sportscasters Club.
Now let's head to the press box. It's the Bulldog pregame show
With the voice of the Bulldogs, Matt Gross.
And a good afternoon, a good evening, I suppose, and a welcome to Baltic High School and our Edward Jones Investment pregame show here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 and AmazingMadison.com. It's the Madison Boys in the regular season finale here in Baltic. Bulldogs versus the Bulldogs on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 and online at AmazingMadison.com. The Madison Boys coming into this one with not really much on the line in terms of playoff seeding for either Madison or Baltic here tonight. This game is really just more about feeling good about yourself and where you're at heading into the playoffs. The region standings in Region 3A pretty well locked down. West Central is going to be the number 1, Flandreau is going to be the number 2, and Baltic will be the number 3. Madison locked into that number 4 spot. Win, lose, or draw tonight. Might be a little something to happen yet between Del Rapids and Tri-Valley. They are separated by just a 1/10 of a point, and that would determine Madison's opponent, but it does look like it'll be Del's coming up on Tuesday next week in the opening round of the Region 3A tournament. And then the winner of that game would get to go to West Central on Friday next week, 1 week from tonight, in the region semis. West Central, the number 1 seed in Region 3A, they will get a bye with their perfect 20-0 record and seeking a state championship that eluded them a season ago. For the Madison Boys, they come in at 11-8 overall. It was a great start to this season for Madison. Now, maybe some quality of opponent had a little bit to do with that, but the Bulldogs ran out to a 5-1 start. Then came to trip to Vermilion in that 68-33 loss. They followed it up with a close loss to Flandreau, a game they could have had. Ended up being a 20-point loss to Dells, and what feels like a Dells team that Madison can definitely play with and beat. Madison got a couple of victories after that with a loss in there to Rapid City Christian, another game that just felt like Madison let it completely slip away in the fourth quarter. You had the blowout losses to Sioux Falls Christian and to West Central and the Dakota Valley, mixed in with wins over MCM, Canton, and Millbank in the final couple of weeks of the season here. So Madison comes in having won 3 of their last 5 games into this regular season finale against the Baltic Bulldogs. Baltic 12-7 on the season, so Madison has a chance to finish with the exact same record as Baltic, but again, Baltic is going to be the higher seed come the end of the regular season here, regardless of what happens tonight. This Baltic squad has got a little size to them. Kellen Arts, 6'9" senior, and Travis Cypress, a 6'6" senior that can kind of lead the charge. A couple of co-team captains down there for the Baltic Bulldogs. Good news for Madison as we head to this point of the season. It does appear to be a healthy team and has a chance to tune things up, get one last game in before the region playoffs. And Region 3A, of course, is just always a tough one. Now, a little less so since they instituted the Sodak 16. But, boy, you look back at some of those tournaments 13, 14, 15 years ago, even when obviously you had Dells and Christian and Madison. There was one tournament Flandreau was ranked. You had 4 of the top 5 teams in Region 3A. Back when we used to play those semis and then the championship game of region at the Elvin Center in Sioux Falls, there was a semifinal weekend where you had 4 of the top 5 ranked teams between Madison, Dells, Sioux Falls Christian, and Flandreau. So thank goodness they instituted the Sodak probably 10 or more years ago now. But the Bulldogs have an opportunity here to shock the world this season if they want to get to that Sodak 16. They almost did it a year ago when Madison went to West Central in the region playoffs. Well, somebody's got to go there again 1 week from tonight and try to knock off the Trojans for the first time all year. But a lot of basketball between now and then including tonight's game against Baltic to wrap up the regular season. The Madison girls basketball team, their season came to an end earlier this week on Tuesday with a loss in Del Rapids to the Warriors. Game started out great. Looked like Madison might have an opportunity. Bulldog girls were up by 1 after that first quarter, but Del Rapids took the Bulls by the horn after that and easily rolled on into the semifinals, where last night, the Warriors continued their run in the playoffs. They beat Flandreau. So in Region 3A girls, West Central and Del Rapids are each into the Sodak 16. The Del Rapids girls will take on Wagner, while the West Central girls will get Mobridge Pollock in those games coming up on Thursday next week to determine the 8 teams in the state girls basketball state tournament. Also, by the way, keep an eye on wrestlers. Madison boys and girls wrestling in Sioux Falls at the Premier Center. Semifinal matches tonight. Haven't had a chance to check in, but we'll try to keep an eye on that with 4 Bulldogs in the semifinals, 2 on the girls' side, 2 on the boys' side tonight, trying to advance to tomorrow's championship matches. We've got the latest results online at AmazingMadison.com. We're going to take a time out here on our Edward Jones Investment pregame show. When we come back, final thoughts before our game between the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs. That's next on KJAM.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Tyler Wiebe, your Madison Edward Jones financial advisor, and I want to help make your retirement goals a reality. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how we get you there. Together, we can plan for the expected and make sure you're ready for the unexpected. Call me at 605-256-3550 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today.
Today's housing market can move quickly, and that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Baltic, our Edward Jones Investment pregame show. Let's talk a little more wrestling because we do have some results from the state wrestling meet in Sioux Falls. On the girls' side, 2 Madison girls are going to wrestle tomorrow, trying to be the first ever Madison Bulldog girls to win a state individual championship. Ella Coombs at 100 pounds today won her semifinal match by fall. She was trailing 6-3. Picked up the win by fall, though, to advance on to take on Shaylee Speck of Pierre for the Class A championship at 100 pounds. Also, Jewel Vardsveen at 105 picked up a win by fall and moves on to face Liza Kruger of Groton for the Class A Girls Championship at 105 pounds. Meanwhile, Gracie Lobbins moved into the 3rd place match, and Deborah Meyer is in the consolation semis for the Madison girls. For the Madison boys, Caleb Hodges did win his semifinal match, so he will, for the 2nd time in as many years, wrestle for 1st place. He picked up a win by technical fall, 21-4 today in his semifinal match. Charles Aldana lost his semifinal match today on a 8-2. He lost his semifinal match on a technical fall, 22-6. Then won 8-2, and now he's into the 3rd place match in Class A, 113 pounds. Sawyer Haig will wrestle for 7th place for the Madison boys as well. That's kind of the standings of where they are right now for the Bulldogs at the state wrestling meet. It's senior night here in Baltic, the final game of the regular season, final home game of the regular season for these Baltic boys. They will host a first-round playoff game next week on Tuesday, just like the Madison boys will. Let's take a look at the starters. We'll start with Baltic. Starting tonight at the guards, it'll be Cooper Gary, a 5'10 senior, number 0, along with Dylan Runestad, a 6-foot senior, number 1. Also at a guard is Ben Erickson. He's a 6'1 senior, number 3. And the posts are Kellen Arndt, the 6'9 senior, number 24, and Trevor Kupras, a 6'6 senior, number 35. Alex Langner is the head coach. Wendy Runestad and Blake Hookey are the assistants for the 12 and 7 Baltic Bulldogs. For the Madison boys tonight, starting at the guards, it will be Kason Crabtree, a 6'2 senior, number 3, along with Shane Veenhoff, a 5'11 senior, number 4. The forwards, Miles Schneider, 6'3 senior, number 1, along with Henry Veenhoff, the 6'3 sophomore, number 24, Madison's leading scorer on the season. And the starting center for Madison is the big 6'7" sophomore in Nolan Nielsen for the Bulldogs. 11-8 on the season for Madison head coach Chad White. Jared Yonke and Preston Nordley are the assistants. We've got the national anthem coming up, so we are going to take another break. And when we come back, it'll be time for tip-off between the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs. That's next on AM 1390 and AmazingMadison.com.
You have high expectations for your next car buying experience. Expect more and get more from Prostrala Auto Mall in Madison. With vehicles from GM, Ford, and Chrysler in one convenient location, we are sure to have what you're looking for. Don't see the perfect vehicle? Let us custom order it just for you. We'll guide you efficiently through the car buying process with no surprise fees. Isn't it time you expect more and get more? Prostrala Auto Mall in Madison, South Dakota strong since 1957.
Hi, I'm Laura from Kinsley Funeral Home. My brother Andy and I are always here to help you make final decisions and arrangements for your loved ones no matter where you live. We have facilities in Salem, Hartford, Madison, and can provide services in Sioux Falls at Heritage Funeral Home. At Kinsley Funeral Home, we are always here to help guide you and explain the process so you and your family can make confident and informed decisions. Kinsley Funeral Home, offering caring, compassionate services to Madison and the surrounding area.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned and we exist to serve our communities.
Every moment deserves something beautiful. At the Floral Shop in Madison, South Dakota, we craft custom arrangements that speak from the heart. Anniversaries, birthdays, weddings, or just because, our hand-picked blooms bring color and joy to every celebration. Same-day delivery available. Let us create something unforgettable for you. Visit floralshopmadison.com today.
MDL Madison has all your beverage needs. Pull up to the drive-thru window where you're always greeted with a smile. MDL has a large selection of fountain, bottle, and canned beverages, plus snacks, convenience store items, and gas pumps to top off your tank. MDL in Madison is open every morning at 5. Make sure to like MDL on Facebook to see more cheap prices every day, because discount is their middle name. MDL is where customers always go.
You love MDL. You love MDL. You love MDL.
Welcome back to Baltic High School, and we are just about ready for tip-off between Madison and Baltic in this final game of the 2025-26 regular season. Nielsen in the center circle along with Kellen Arndt to jump this one up. Again, Madison comes in 11-8 overall in the season. Baltic at 12-7. Madison, their road black uniforms. It's the home whites for the Baltic Bulldogs with the blue and yellow checkerboard down the side. The opening tip is up and controlled by Madison. Shane Veenhoff will bring this into the front court here for the Bulldogs. Into the hand of Miles Schneider now. Schneider with a dribble over to the left. Back over to Crabtree. Looking to work inside. Henry on the post up. Now slipping a screen is Crabtree down into the corner. Back to Shane. So they work it around the arc here on the opening possession of the ball game. Henry now with 12 on the shot clock. It goes over to Miles. Schneider driving in from the elbow. Stops. Ran into the tall trees. Now he's in some trouble. Gets it to Henry with 5. Henry spins to his right. In traffic. Throws it up. Wave it off. He powered it up and through, but he traveled. And a turnover on Madison. And right away you see the size of Arntz and Kupris causing some difficulty for Madison. Miles had a great drive inside and then got the nevermind when he ran into the 6'9 Arntz. Henry had to walk with it to fight through the tall double team. And now into the front court comes Dylan Runstad for Baltic. Into the corner right side for Kupris. Kupris inside, got it to Arntz. He lost it, back down low to Kupris. He lays it up and in. Early 2-0 lead here for Baltic. As Shane, a bounce over to Miles. Top of the key for Nielsen. Shane will take a three. Had the hot hand the other night. Nothing doing there. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Crabtree for the Bulldogs. Shane resets it back over to Crabtree. And then swung back left. Crabtree comes through a screen. They fire it into the corner. Schneider for a right corner three. No good. Another offensive rebound for Crabtree. He goes into the post for Nielsen. Nielsen from the left block. Wants to get it back out. Pass was high, and he's on the floor trying to save it. We're going to have a tie-up, but it's going the other way. It will be Baltic basketball. So Madison, a couple of very long possessions to start off the ball game. And now back the other way comes Baltic. Arntz swung around to the left side into the hands of Runstad. Gary, and now Runstad again at the top of the key. Dribbles it back between the circles, around a screen to the right side, trying to get around Shane. Step through off of the window, and he puts it in. Dylan Runstad, the 6-foot guard with a bucket. Nearly a steal on the inbounds, but it comes to Henry. Corner for Crabtree. Crabtree escaped dribble to his right. Now gives it away to Henry. He drives, floats one up for Nielsen. Nielsen from the block, goes up. He got it blocked by Arntz. And rebound out the other way. Quickly streaking ahead and laying it in is Ben Erickson. And it's a 6-0 run for Baltic here in quarter number 1. Madison looking for their first points. They have not gotten anything on the rim yet. That'll change here with a 3-point shot up and good by Henry Veenhoff, but it snaps that 6-point lead in half. 6-3 now. 5:22 remaining here in quarter number 1. Right side into the hands of Erickson. Erickson on a drive. Got around Henry easily and lays it in off the window for 2. And that very quickly gets a sub off the bench. Brody Cummins will check in, looking to create some defense. Schneider tries a pull-up 3, but it's blocked out of bounds by Arntz. Crabtree out for Madison, and Henry Veenhoff out as well. As Fisher, along with Brody Cummins, in for Madison. Inbound comes into Fisher in the corner. Shane now with it off the wing. Nolan comes out, sets a screen. Shane bounce pass in traffic, never really got to him, and it's taken away by Arntz. And Baltic. Baltic again streaking the other way, a lay-in for Ben Erickson. And it's a 10-3 Baltic lead. Madison not getting back in transition. Shane holding with it between the circles. Over to Brody Cummins now. Top of the key for Fisher. Open for 3, and he thought about it for a half second. Now Nielsen from the free throw line. Outside for Nolan. He will take the open wing 3. That one might have got tipped. Nielsen hits the deck. He was knocked down by Kupris. Leaking out Erickson. For the 3rd time, he'll lay it in. And Coach White might need a timeout. There it is. 3 times they let Ben Erickson leak out behind him, and Madison not showing any hustle here in the first quarter, and they're down 12-3. And a timeout on the floor. We pause as well. Back after this on KJAM.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
Tired of water that tastes like regret? For over 60 years, Christensen Complete Water has been Madison's water conditioning experts. From softeners to drinking water units, we deliver clean, high-quality water that's simply better. Free estimates, expert repairs, even salt delivery. We'll carry it so you don't have to. Better water, better life. Visit christensenwater.com today.
It's an early 9-point lead for Baltic here on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Is out at the timeout. Madison with the basketball. Brody out, but Nielsen now off the wing on the right side for Shane. Brody at the free throw line. Passes out for Fisher. Now Nielsen in the corner to Cummins. Madison just not being able to get dribble penetration inside here. Shane will try a pull-up three. That got blocked underneath for Nielsen. He lays it up, no good. Fisher tries to tap it off the glass. Got it back to Nolan. Another attempt inside is no good, and a rebound finally to Arntz for Baltic. They want to move quickly. Here comes Gary. Madison got back. Shane was there to defend. Gary inside for Erickson, and Shane will get called for a reach-in foul. Erickson was going to spin on him in the paint. Shane tried to poke it away. Henry comes back in for the Bulldogs. Nielsen out here with 3:36 to go in the first. 12-3, Baltic lead. Baltic lobs it out for Erickson. He's got 8 points here early. Inside into the hands of Arntz, and Arntz underneath got fouled. And I think Fisher took the worst of the contact. Foul's going to go on Miles Schneider, his first personal. Inbounds into Arntz in the corner. Schneider on him. Here's now Gary at the top of the key. Hands it away to Runstad. Runstad, left side, Erickson. Erickson, little pick and roll inside, and a big-time offensive foul on Trevor Kupris. Schneider took all the damage on that one and forces the turnover. Definitely cannot accuse Miles of any kind of flop on that one. You could hear the contact up here. Now Schneider in the paint. Kicks it outside for Shane. Ball swung back top of the key for Fisher. Fisher on the attack. 2 dribbles off the window. It's up and good for Fisher. And a 12-5 Baltic lead. As Runstand with it now. Wants to cross over on Fisher. Got inside. Puts it up and through. 14-5, Baltic back up by 9. Miles crosses over, pulls up at 15 feet. Hands it off inside for Shane, and he got fouled. Foul on Baltic will be their first here in the first quarter. As Madison will bring Nielsen and Sims. Nielsen returning, and Ethan Sims, a 5'7" junior, into the game for the first time tonight with 2:41 remaining here in the first quarter. Inbounds comes to Sims. Dribbles it out, feeds to Nielsen. Straightaway 3 ball off the heel of the iron, no good. Rebound Arntz for Baltic. Quickly ahead for Gary. Gary for Arntz. Tried to drive, cut off by Henry. Corner for Erickson on the skip pass. He almost lost it. Here's Runstad now. Dribbles back out and resets with 20 on the shot clock. Inside for Arntz. Working against Nielsen. Backs in, then steps back, lost the basketball. Gets it out for Gary. 12 to shoot now. Gary out for Erickson. Kupris trying to post up. Erickson top of the key. Arntz will launch on a 3. No good. Fisher with the rebound for Madison. Pushing it ahead quickly for Henry now. Henry drives through a double team. Inside, lays it for Nielsen. Nolan goes up, got it blocked. Rebound is free. It's picked up by Sims for the Bulldogs. Size of Baltic inside is a problem. Top of the key for Fisher. Now to Shane. Shane, double team comes, looking for the help. Finds his brother Henry. Pienhoff, escape dribble, leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen will attack into the paint. Puts it up with the right hand. A lot of contact, no whistle. And a rebound comes down to Baltic. Runstad feeds it for Arntz. Arntz driving all the way. Rejected at the rim by Nielsen. Rebounded by Sims. Throws it ahead for Shane. Shane wants all of it. He drives inside. He got tied up. We're going to get a jump ball. It'll stay here with Madison. Shane on the baseline. In for Nielsen in the corner. Madison down 14-5 here on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Late first quarter. Oh, what a pass. Outside. Shane for three. Got it. Great pass through the paint that time from Henry to Fisher, and then Fisher swung it back out to Shane for the three. Second from downtown for the Bulldogs tonight. And it's a 14-8 Baltic advantage now with under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. Here's Gary to the elbow. Bounce inside, got through and free to Arntz. He tried to dunk it. It was knocked free out of his hands by Nielsen, but it still ends up falling through. And it's an 8-point Baltic lead, 16-8. Shane with 32 on the game clock, 26 on the shot clock. Fisher hands it off to Henry. Attacks to the corner. Now leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen outside for Shane. Shane will drive. Runner from 10 feet. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Kupris for Baltic. They've got 16 seconds. Pass ahead intended for Gary. Nearly intercepted by Sims. He collides with Cooper Gary. And it'll be a foul on Ethan. It'll be the third on Madison here in the opening quarter. Crabtree coming in will replace Shane here. They don't want Shane Pienhoff, who's already got one foul, to pick up a second with just 15 and a half to play in the first quarter. Baltic leading by 8. They've got the ball, could hold for the final shot now. Gary around the screen. Now pull up free throw line jumper, no good. And the rebound knocked out. Crabtree tried to save it. It was going out of bounds last touch by Arntz. Kaysen tried to save it. He touched it last, and it's going to give Baltic another chance here with 4 seconds. Runstad gets it into Arntz with 3. Now for Gary, 2. Try to throw back to Runstad. Knocked out of bounds, but now just 0.8 on the clock, and now you got to defend the rim. 0.8. They're going to have Arntz toss it in, which is a little surprising. They do have Brody Adair out there at 6'1". I thought they'd lob something to the rim. Instead, it's a 3-point shot from Erickson short. And the first quarter comes to an end. But after one, it is Baltic 16, the Madison Bulldogs 8. We'll be back to Baltic after a 1-minute timeout on KJAM.
Today, you have more choices than ever in how you buy insurance. Don't make the 1-800 mistake when it comes to your peace of mind. Call Brian at King Insurance, your independent insurance agent for all your insurance needs. Trust Brian at King Insurance to provide the coverage you need at competitive prices and the service you need when you need it. King Insurance provides safe, sound, and secure insurance protection. The King Insurance Agency in Madison, located just west of the courthouse. Their local, trusted choice independent insurance agency. Peace of mind when you need it the most.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
8-point lead for Baltic, 16-8 here. Madison was able to slow things down after an early timeout. Baltic was off to the races in the first quarter, running up and down the floor on Madison. Bulldogs put a little stop to that, but Madison still struggling to find offense here as we start quarter number 2. Here's Adair with it for Baltic as they've got the opening possession. Arntz looks to go inside to Adair. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Schneider. And Madison. The length hasn't been a problem in terms of stopping the offense inside from these big guys for Baltic. But, boy, they have wreaked havoc on what Madison wants to do on their offensive attack. Here's Adair with 9 to shoot. Hands it off to Erickson. Erickson out for Arntz. Arntz now with 5 seconds. Gives it to Gary. Backpedals. Deep three at the buzzer. No good. And rebound to Shane for Madison. Vinoff into the front court. Hesitates. Feeds it off for Henry. Open. Right wing three. Got it. Back to back from downtown. Henry Veenhoff has hit on his first 2 3-point attempts. And the lead down to 5 now. 16-11. And Madison probably is going to need a lot of jump shots in this game. Attacking the paint has been an issue. Inside, quickly back out. Erickson wants to answer for 3. He left it short. The rebound goes out of bounds and back to Madison. Bulldogs with Miles Schneider, Henry and Shane, Nielsen and Crabtree, the starting 5 out there on the floor. As Shane on the handoff to Nielsen. Left side for Crabtree. Top of the key, Henry. Another pull-up 3. No good this time. Nielsen tried to go for the rebound, commits the foul. It'll be the first on Nolan. But you cannot get him in foul trouble tonight. If you want to have Baltic start finding ways to score inside, get Nielsen and or Fisher in trouble. Nielsen's going to check out here as Fisher into the game for the Bulldogs. Here's Arntz over to Runstad now. Bulldogs in a 2-3 zone. Look, was Nielsen on the bench. Skip pass over to the left. Now into the corner for Runstad. Good recovery by Schneider to get over there and contest. Gary now inside a day. Quickly out for Erickson. Erickson on a baseline drive. Leaves it inside for a dunk by Kellen Arntz. 18-11 now, Baltic. Schneider with it. Schneider sees his opening, attacks baseline, goes up, got it blocked, but he was fouled on the attack by Brody Aday. And it will be 2 shots for Miles Schneider. First trip to the free throw line for either team. And it comes with 6:03 to play here in the second quarter. Madison trying to cut into a 7-point Baltic lead. Schneider's free throw is up and good. First point of the night for Miles. As Shane Veenhoff will get a breather, and Ethan Sims back in for Madison. Also Kupris, the 6'6" senior, returns for Baltic. One more free throw for Miles Schneider on the way, and that one is up and good as well. And it's a 6-point lead for Baltic now, 18-12 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. As a day with it off the wing on the left side. Madison in the 2-3 zone again. Skip pass Erickson. He goes inside. Finds Kupris. Gets it back out quickly. Erickson inside. Puts it up. Circus shot no good. He thought he got fouled. Fisher got the rebound. Out ahead to Henry now. Henry pull up 3-pointer. Good. Third one from beyond the arc for Henry. All 9 of his from deep. And the lead now down to 3. 18-15. Right side of Day, inside, Arntz with it. Arntz feeds down low, reverse layup for Kupris is up and in. Bulldogs went for a couple of steals there. Just came up a little short on both attempts and led to the open look for Kupris. Here's Sims for the Bulldogs. Over to Crabtree, back to Ethan to reset now. Schneider with it off the wing. Top of the key for Fisher. Now Sims around a screen, double team comes. He tries to get it out quickly. Then gets it back. Sims will try his hand on a 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped into the hands of Arntz for Baltic. Long pass at the half-court line taken away by Henry. Henry into the paint. Puts it up with the left hand. Got it to go. Used his body to get Arntz away from his left hand and was able to put it in, and it's now a 3-point game again, 20-17. Baltic on top. They've got the basketball. Arntz free throw line. Outside Erickson, left corner 3. Short last time, too strong on this one. Sims rebounds for the Bulldogs. Wants to run it into the front court. Leaves it for Henry. Henry into the paint with the left hand again, no good. Schneider a rebound. Schneider a putback, got blocked. And then a rebound to Baltic. Henry nearly took it away on the pass to Runstad. Into the front court he comes now as we hit the halfway mark of quarter number 2. Arntz outside. Here's a 3-pointer from Runstad. Good. Wide open on the left side, and it's 23-17 Baltic. As Henry comes the other way. Veenhoff for Fisher. Now off to Sims. Here comes the double team. He drives around it, pulls up free throw line. Inside was looking for Fisher, but great recovery. Kupras to knock it away. And get the possession back to Baltic here. Runstad had the three a moment ago. Double high screen. He goes around him to the left side. Drives in and got a whistle and a foul. I believe before he got into his shooting motion that time. And a foul is going to go on Sims, who picks up his second. Nielsen back in along with Cummins and Shane Veenhoff here for Madison with 3:31 to play in the second quarter. Baltic inbounds on the baseline, right into the hands of Arndt. Almost lost it, but it's picked up immediately by Runstad. A day now with Brody on him. Drive now by Baltic, and they're going to get an over and back here. That was a drive by Runstad. He tried to kick it out. He thought Arndt was going to be open for a three, but Arndt went to the basket, and Baltic will turn it over. Backcourt violation with 3:18 to play in the second quarter. Prostrolo's All-American Automall halftime show coming up here. Madison down by as many as 9, now down 5, 23-18. Shane for Henry around a screen. Henry looking for help, finds Sims in the corner. Now to Brody. Baltic, they want to double at the top all the time. Kick out for Sims. Sims drives. Sims gets it up off the glass quickly and got it to go around Arntz. 6'9" Arntz versus 5'7" Sims, and Ethan wins the battle. It's a 3-point Baltic lead. Into the corner for Gary. Gary can't get around Sims. Now down to the baseline for Kupras. Inside Arntz found an open look, and he'll get another two-handed flush. Veenhoff for the Bulldogs. This is Henry. Step back, three ball, no good. Nielsen looks for a rebound. Sims gets it over to Shane. Shane outside for Cummins. Brody will try a three, no good. Rebound Sims inside, and a loose ball foul on Kupras. Baltic not going to like it. Kupras will pick up his second personal. And that's the second foul on Baltic here. It's been a relatively clean first half for both teams. Henry checks out for Madison. He's got 11 points, 11 of the 20 as he goes to the bench. Shane will trigger the inbound here with Madison down by 5. 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Schneider hands it away to Henry now, and Veenhoff slowly dribbles to the top of the key. Now Miles. Brody back over to Shane again. Miles is shot ready over there. Bounce pass inside to Brody. Brody, great up and under move. And he puts it in off the window. Then Sims nearly a steal. Ball poked free, but Arntz was there to recover for Baltic. Run stand. Madison goes back man-to-man now that Nolan's back in there. Drive by Gary. Double team comes. He tries to pass inside. Ball's knocked free and picked up by Shane. Now he's turning on the Jets. Shane, bounce pass to Miles. Goes up, got it blocked. And rebound Runstad. Long pass ahead. Sims is there to intercept for Madison. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Madison Bulldogs down by 3. Sims across the timeline. And now we've got an officials timeout. Not sure what that was, but they call a timeout. Sims comes out. Henry is in. Not sure if that was an inadvertent whistle. I don't really know what the reason was for the ref to blow his whistle that time. Either way, Madison's got the basketball. Down by 3. Schneider with it. Miles to Nielsen at the top of the key. Shane gets a handoff on a screen. Shane inside finds Nolan. Nolan got his man in the air, but he walked with it. He needed one dribble. He played it perfectly in terms of getting down up in the air. He was going to draw the foul. But he just needed that one power dribble to get into the position, and instead walked with it. Baltic walks it back the other way with now 1 minute to play here in the first half. Around a screen, Runstad. Runstad attacks on Fisher. Nothing there. Kicks it out. Arntz wants a straightaway three ball. Got it. Arntz with the triple. He's got 9. Bulldogs quickly the other way. Shane inside. Euro step blocked out of bounds by Arntz. Bulldog basketball. Henry will trigger it on the baseline here. Veenhoff wants to go outside. Shane skies into the air to grab that. Back to Henry. Pumps on a three. Escape dribble. Tries an awkward angle three ball. No good. Rebound saved by Arntz, but right into the hands of Shane. Shane goes up. Finger roll. Blocking foul. Count it. And give him one more. The officials are going to talk about it. They're going to change it and give a charge. Oh, the official on the opposite side of the court made the call, and Coach White's going to go ballistic on it. The official that was right down on the baseline where the action happened had the blocking foul and an and one. And a ref on the other side comes in and overturns it. And Coach White is still fired up. Baltic basketball with 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off here at the end of the second quarter. Baltic by 6, 28-22, around a screen. Runestad for Arntz, down the corner for Erickson. 17 to shoot, here's Gary. Tried to go around a screen, but Miles fought through it. Erickson gets into the paint, spins, fades away, shot off the window, banked in for 2. 5 seconds for the Bulldogs. Here comes Shane across the timeline with 4, and he is tripped as he got across the half-court line with 2.4 seconds remaining. That'll be the third foul on Baltic. Madison back down by 8, 30-22. Shane will inbound it here with 2.5 seconds. Gets it in for Henry. Henry off the window, tried to catch it and put it up in one motion, didn't work. And the first half comes to an end. Baltic by 8, 30-22 as we go to halftime. Your Prostralo All-American Auto Mall halftime show coming up next on KJAM.
You have high expectations for your next car buying experience. Expect more and get more from Prostralo Auto Mall in Madison. With vehicles from GM, Ford, and Chrysler in one convenient location, we are sure to have what you're looking for. Don't see the perfect vehicle? Let us custom order it just for you. We'll guide you efficiently through the car buying process with no surprise fees. Isn't it time you expect more and get more? Prostralo Auto Mall in Madison, South Dakota strong since 1957.
Trust your farming operation with the locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. With their state-of-the-art facility, Farmers Ag Center offers trusted advice when it comes to fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products. Area producers can expect accurate and timely advice, including efficient delivery and application of products during all seasons. Locally owned and operated Farmers Ag Center of Madison. The leaders in the field, the leaders in customer service, proud to serve area farmers and proud to support area communities.
Before you hit the highway, swing by Automedics Car Care in Madison. AC not keeping up? Tires looking tired? We'll get your car road trip ready with expert inspections, oil changes, brake checks, and industry-leading nationwide warranty on most repairs. 'Cause nothing ruins a summer drive like a breakdown. You can trust nearly 40 years of combined experience at Automedics Car Care on Southwest 4th Street in Madison. Visit automedicscarcare.com.
Los Tapatios Authentic Mexican Food has 2 convenient locations in Madison and Volca. The Madison location has moved to their new expanded building right next door to the original restaurant. Los Tapatios, where families and communities come together to experience great food and great service. Los Tapatios is proud to support local teams and proud to be a part of great communities.
Improve your oral health by visiting Madison Family Dental. At Madison Family Dental, they help improve smiles of their patients by offering many dental services, including general and kids dentistry, restorative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, smile makeovers, and implant dentistry. Whether it's for a checkup, teeth cleaning, crowns, fillings, root canal, wisdom teeth extraction, dentures, implants, or teeth whitening, Madison Family Dental can help. Schedule an appointment today by calling 256-2670 or visit MadisonFamDental.com.
Welcome back here to Dakota's Best, AM 1390 and your Prostralo All-American Auto Mall halftime show brought to you by Prostralos in Madison. Check out the stats on a brand new vehicle today. Get some summer driving ready as we check out the stats in the first half here in Baltic. Madison trailing the Baltic Bulldogs 30-22 at halftime. Madison got it down to 3 a couple different times in that second quarter after Baltic sprinted out to an early 9-0 lead. Madison, though, just the offense has basically been 3-point shots or nothing else. And they've just not found a consistent way to score inside against the size of Kellen Arndt at 6'9". He's got a long wingspan, and he is difficult to handle. The one thing I've noticed, though, the last couple of attempts down there, Miles Schneider in particular on his drives, I think if you slow it up just a little bit, make him come to you, there's going to be some room open underneath. He will come out 10 feet from the basket and look to block a shot, and you might be able to find Nielsen or Fisher, somebody right underneath the basket to try to get a quick lay-in. But your ball movement has to be precise. It's got to be quick, and you got to make Arndt commit. If not, Madison might have to try for some more mid-range jump shots, which is not really something Madison does a lot. Bulldogs, outside of Henry sometimes. In fact, we've seen Henry get going in a few games this year. I'm thinking back to the McCook Central Rose game. He really got the post up and the mid-range shot going. Madison likes to attack the rim or take three-pointers. And taking shots at the rim is just proven really difficult here against Baltic. Meanwhile, Madison was able to slow down Baltic's offense early once they got back on transition defense. Baltic's guards just decided we can outrun this Madison team. Now, that shouldn't happen when you look at the speed that Madison has, but look back to the Dell Rapids game earlier this year when the only reason Dells won that game the way they did was because they got out and ran and just got easy layup after layup, and Madison just refused to run back and hustle on defense. Well, we saw it for about 5 minutes tonight. Then Coach White took the timeout. Everybody got a talking to, and we haven't seen a transition bucket for Baltic since. Neither team really in any kind of foul trouble here. It was only Sims with 2 fouls for Madison and Kupris with 2 fouls for Baltic. Henry had a team-high 11 in that first half. 8 for Ben Erickson and 9 for Kellen Arndt in the first half for Baltic as they lead it again 30-22. We had basketball earlier today on our sister station, FM 103, and the Dakota State University women's basketball team picked up a win in the opening round of the Frontier Conference tournament and did so in, pretty similar fashion to what they did last week against Bismarck State. It was a high-scoring game for sure, but boy, they put up, 113 to 83, the final score in Butte, Montana earlier today. So the DSU women are into the semifinals of the Frontier Conference tournament. They will play Sunday at 1 p.m. in the semis. Meanwhile, the Dakota State University men's team play tomorrow night. It's going to be a late game, scheduled for an 8 o'clock start in Butte. That would be 9 p.m. Central tomorrow night on Jammin' Country FM 103. So DSU basketball with the men on Saturday night, the women Sunday afternoon. If the men win tomorrow night, they'll play Sunday evening as well in the semis in Montana. Here at halftime, the final regular season game of the year. It's Baltic with a 30-22 lead on Madison. We're going to be back with more of your Prostrello All-American Auto Mall halftime show next on KJAM.
Bulldog fans, are you ready to level up your fitness? Anytime Fitness has a brand new home at 112 North Egan Avenue with 24/7 access, upgraded equipment, coaching support, and a community that pushes you to be your best. It's a perfect place for Bulldog athletes, students, and fans to train. Whether you're chasing PRs or just starting your fitness journey, we're here to help you stay strong all season long. Stop in for a tour or message us to join the pack. Anytime Fitness, proud to support our Bulldog community.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Cundert Williams Insurance in Madison today.
The Madison Bulldogs are known for being dedicated, hardworking, and always striving to do their very best to be a winning team. Just like the dedicated, hardworking team at F&M Co-op in Madison. Whether you're in need of tires, bulk fuel, propane, oil, or exhaust fluid, F&M Co-op is the local choice for your farming operation. F&M Co-op of Madison, striving to be part of your winning team and a proud supporter of the Madison Bulldogs.
Do you see yourself traveling, working part-time, or moving somewhere warmer when you retire? Hi, I'm Tyler Wiebe, your Madison Edward Jones financial advisor, and I want to help make your retirement goals a reality. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to be, and how we get you there. Together, we can plan for the expected and make sure you're ready for the unexpected. Call me at 605-256-3550 or visit edwardjones.com to get started today.
Welcome back here to Baltic High School, and with about a minute to go before the start of the third quarter, we have a chance now to take a look at wrestling again from the state wrestling tournament in Sioux Falls. Madison girls will have 2 wrestling for a state championship tomorrow. Ella Coombs and Jewel Vardsman both have advanced to the first place matches tomorrow in Sioux Falls. Meanwhile, Gracie Lobbins is into the third place match. And just checking in, Deborah Myers still battling in the consolation, but looks like a good chance to get on the podium today. For the Madison boys, Caleb Hodges will wrestle for first place tomorrow at 157 pounds. He picked up a victory today. Charles Eldana will wrestle for third place. Sawyer Haig for 7th place tomorrow. Ashton Dorhout in the consolation bracket at the heavyweight division, and looks like still one more to go today, if I'm reading it right, before we know what he might wrestle for tomorrow. So that's the Bulldogs who have a chance to still place at Sioux Falls, and you've got 3 wrestlers between Caleb Hodges and Vardsman and Coombs for Madison, trying to bring the Madison Bulldog wrestling program their first championship in some 22 years. All right, we're back underway here. Madison has the basketball first. We open up the third quarter. Baltic leads it by 8, 30-22, as a trip on the first possession. Ben Erickson's going to pick up a foul, taking down Shane Veenhoff. And Erickson just picked up his second foul. So Veenhoff throws it into Miles Schneider. Back over to Shane here on this first possession of the third quarter. Taking a lot of time to just kind of eye the defense. Now he attacks inside. Looks to go back behind him to Nielsen. Skips one over to Schneider now. Schneider to Shane. 18 to shoot. Shane to the free throw line. Bounce pass Crabtree. Gets it away to Henry now at 13. Henry clears some space. Finds Shane around a screen. Shane hesitates, now attacks inside, blocked from behind, right into the hands of Nolan, though. And Nielsen puts it up and through. First 2 points of the game for Nolan Nielsen tonight. That's a 6-point Baltic lead. Runstand into the front court, over to Erickson around a screen. Top of the key, the pass poked away by Schneider. Schneider will drive the other way. Stopped, though. He thought about it with Arntz, and he finds Crabtree coming behind him and lays it in. I think Shane had a chance if he'd have just gone quickly with the right hand. He could have got that out in front of Arntz. But he's had his shot blocked a few times tonight. He waited, was patient, got it to Crabtree, and Crabtree hit the floater for his first 2 points of the game. And the Bulldogs have cut that 8-point lead down to 4 now. Pass inside, finds an open Runstad, kicks it outside Gary. Now to Erickson. Erickson into the paint. Kicks it out for Arntz. He wants an angle 3. Good. Not fair. 6'9", and he shoots the 3. Second from downtown for Arntz. He's got 12 points, game's leading scorer. Here's Schneider around a screen for the Bulldogs. Lost the dribble for a second. Gets it over to Nielsen. Now down to Henry in the post. Henry inside finds a cutting Miles, and the reverse layup is good. See, that might be something. Let Henry operate with his back to the basket. and try to get him on the opposite side of where Arntz is. Around a screen comes Runstad. Runstad inside. Great find. Puts it up. Counted and a foul for Trevor Kupris. He'll have a chance for a three-point play as Nielsen came in late and picks up the foul. Trevor Kupris, his 6th point of the night, and a chance for one more here at the line. Free throw is up and no good. Nielsen, by the way, his 2nd foul. 35-28 Baltic. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter. Henry to Nielsen, then got it right back to Henry. Now around a screen to the free throw line. Gives it away to Shane. Shane into the corner, was looking for Crabtree, but it's knocked out of bounds. Stays here with the Bulldogs. They have 18 on the shot clock. 5:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. Inside for Nielsen. Nielsen. Skip pass outside. Miles. Over to Shane. Shane gets to the elbow. Then feeds it off for Schneider. Schneider, he'll take the 3. Left it short. And rebound Runstad for Baltic. He comes into the front court. Stops in front of Shane. Now around a screen. Nielsen on a hard hedge. Runstad backs up. Gets it to Arntz. Wants to get it into the post to Kupris, but Nielsen defends. Gary now. High pass. Too tall. You got to throw it real high to get it over Arntz's hands, and he did. It's picked off by Shane. Through traffic. Shane up. Count it. And give him one more. Shane Vienoff will get the three-point play opportunity this time. No overturning as he gets the steal, the layup, and the foul. 5 points tonight for Shane. And looking for one more here from the free throw line. Officials want a towel, it looks like. So we have a little break in the action. They've found a little wet spot on the floor. 5:07 to play, 3rd quarter. Now 35-30, Baltic. As the officials continue to inspect the floor a little bit. Foul, by the way, was on Gary, his 1st. 2nd foul on Baltic here in this 3rd quarter. I think we've got it ready to go. And Shane will try to complete the free throw here for the three-point play. Cannot. Nielsen almost got that rebound, but it's tipped into the hands of Runstad. Runstad, corner for Erickson on the left side. Dribbles around a screen. Finds Kupris with a 5-point lead. Runstad now wants to battle inside, and it's poked away by Shane. Picked up by Miles. Miles in traffic gets fouled. And if that's on Erickson, that's his 3rd. And I think they're going to catch a break. Dylan Runstad's going to pick it up. And that'll be his 2nd foul. And Baltic will take a timeout. 4:48 to go here in the 3rd. Madison now down 5, 35-30. And we're back after a timeout on KJAM.
Today's housing market can move quickly. And that's why First Premier Bank has developed a streamlined mortgage process to move your financing through the system as efficiently as possible. From our convenient online application to the day you close, our mortgage bankers are committed to providing personal and responsive service. We want to make your home happen by making the mortgage process as easy as possible. Apply online at firstpremier.com/home. First Premier Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Laura from Kinsley Funeral Home. My brother Andy and I are always here to help you make final decisions and arrangements for your loved ones, no matter where you live. We have facilities in Salem, Hartford, Madison, and can provide services in Sioux Falls at Heritage Funeral Home. At Kinsley Funeral Home, we are always here to help guide you and explain the process so you and your family can make confident and informed decisions. Kinsley Funeral Home, offering caring, compassionate services to Madison and the surrounding area.
Back in Baltic here at the MDL broadcast booth. I'm Matt Gross. 4:48 to play, 3rd quarter. 5-point lead for Baltic, 35-30 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Madison has the basketball after the 3rd Baltic foul of the quarter. Casey Crabtree off the wing on the right side. Feeds it over to Miles Schneider now. Now to Henry. He'll pull up for a 3. Got it! And the lead down to 2. 3 more for Henry Vienoff. He's got 14 points tonight, his 4th triple. Erickson Heads around a screen. Erickson into the paint. Stops. Feeds for Arntz. He'll fire away at another three. No good. Rebound tipped, but controlled by Gary. Outside three-ball run stand is no good. And a rebound to Schneider for Madison, or rather a rebound Crabtree. Schneider was on the clear out that time to get the room for him. Here's Henry at the top of the key. Crabtree wants it. Not a Shane. And Madison will slow it up, reset into the corner for Crabtree. Pump fakes on a three, but they're closing out hard on him. Here's Nielsen battling inside, spins his way to the rim, and left it just short. He got one-on-one with Kupras and liked the matchup. Just couldn't put it through to tie the game. 2-point Baltic lead, 35-33 here. As Arntz with Schneider on him, wants to go to the left hand, stops, gives it away to Erickson, back inside. Spinning Arntz inside, close action. Nielsen nearly got the block, but he'll put it down. Another two. He's got 14 tonight for Arntz. Shane sees a one-on-one opportunity, attacks the rim and scores it. 37-35 Baltic now. 3:19 to go here in the third. Runstead. Over to Gary. Gary feeds it inside Kupras. Kupras, a blocking foul on Shane. Shane thought he was going to get a charge, just slid in a little bit too late. And that will be the third on Shane Veenhoff. And it comes just before Madison was going to sub him out anyway. Brody in, Fisher in, Sims in for Madison as Crabtree, Nielsen, and Shane go to the bench. So defensively now for Madison, Shane and Nielsen, who have been causing some problems defensively, they're on the bench now. Inside for Arntz, and Arntz blew the two-handed dunk. Fisher tried to kick it away, and it goes out of bounds back to Baltic, but Arntz went up for his third flush of the night and couldn't put it through. He'll trigger the inbound now. Inside, finds Erickson. He'll dribble it back out beyond the arc. Runstead. Arntz wants it at the elbow. Works his way one dribble in, then kicks it back out. Now sets a screen. He drives down to the post. Madison double teaming on Runstead. Now Runstead on the attack. Puts it up off the window, and he scores it for two. 39-35 Baltic. Here's Miles quickly the other way on a crossover into the paint. Left hand short. Fisher a rebound. Fisher goes up. Pump fake. Got his man in the air. And then still got it blocked. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Brody. He threw it off the leg of Runstead, and Madison will keep the possession here. Miles will check out. Nielsen right back into the game for Madison. 2:28 to play here in the third. 4-point Baltic lead. And Arntz gets a breather here. This is Madison's opportunity. Sims lobs it into Fisher now with 20 on the shot clock. Brody will come take the ball and initiate the offense. Back over to Fisher. Fisher wants to go in. Nielsen underneath puts it in for two. Maybe got away with a little push, but he scores at his second bucket of the game, and it's a 2-point advantage for Baltic again, 39-37. Madison has not led. We have not had a tie. Inside, a day, nearly blocked by Nielsen again. He just got it up over his hands and good. That's a day's first bucket of the night. Henry across the timeline over to Sims. Fisher battling inside. Now for Nielsen at the top of the key. Nolan, bounce pass for Henry. Henry attacks, leaves a beautiful pass for Fisher. Nolan will put it in. Second bucket for Nolan Fisher. 41-39 Baltic now. Minute and a half to go in the third. 2-3 zone for Madison. Right side for Gary. Into the hands of Erickson now. Erickson skips it back to Gary. Gary back to Runestad now as they work it from wing to wing. Runestad backs up, calls Gary out between the circles with 9 to shoot. Gets it back to Runestad. A three is too strong. Rebound bounced into the hands of Nielsen. Here comes Sims with pace the other way. Hesitates, now tries to attack. He can't get around Gary. He'll reset. Nielsen at the top of the key for Madison. Gives it back over to Sims. Cummins down to the post, intended for Henry, but it was broken up, taken away. Then Fisher, got called for a reach-in foul. Nolan thought he had a clean steal, but he'll pick up his first foul. As Henry checks out, Shane back in for the Bulldogs here. 54 seconds to play in the third. Madison was down by 8 at halftime. They've cut it to 2, 41-39. Baltic with the basketball as Runstad brings it into the front court. Back into the game is Arntz. He had it at the elbow, gave it up, gets it back top of the key. Arntz, a drive inside, hangs in the air, shot no good. Shane a rebound, throws it ahead. Sims in front of everybody. The layup is good, and for the first time tonight, we're tied, 41-41. Shot clock off, 30 seconds left here in the third. The Bulldog fans starting to get loud here in Baltic. Erickson trying to get around Sims, runs into a triple team, kicks it out. Now to Arntz, works it around the horn, into the corner. Runstad, a three ball, no good. Rebound comes into the hands of Shane with 13 seconds. Shane driving on Gary, up off the window, no, but a foul. And Shane Veenhoff is going to the line to shoot two. Nearly fell into the student section there. And come on, Madison fans. Like, your guy goes diving to the floor. Nobody came to help him get up. That's the JV team over there, guys. Somebody's got to get down. Shane will fire up 2 free throws here, trying to give Madison their first lead of the night, and he does. 42-41, Madison in front for the very first time, with 9.5 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Shane has 8, and looking for one more. Free throw up and good. 9 points for Shane, 7 of them in this third quarter. And Madison leads at 43-41. Inbounds pass with 9 seconds into Runstad. Runstad into the front court. Runstad attacks the basket, puts it up, counted and one. With 4.5 to go. Nobody stopped the ball that time. Sims, I believe, just picked up the foul, and it'll be his third. And that was a disastrous 5 seconds for Madison. As Runstad now with 11 points. He's the third Baltic player in double figures. And free throw coming up here to try to give Baltic the lead back, and it is good. 44-43, Baltic inbounds to Sims, 3 seconds. Sims across the timeline. Sims kicks to the corner, ball tipped, no shot. And the third quarter comes to an end. A good one, though, for Madison. They turn an 8-point deficit into now a 1-point deficit as we go to the fourth. Baltic 44, Madison 43. Back after this on KJAM.
Heartland Energy is a future-focused name. It encompasses everything that we do and the core purpose of who Heartland is.
Anybody can sell you electricity. It's the way our people help our communities grow and therefore have a purpose to that energy.
We're constantly looking for different ways to serve our customers the best that we possibly can.
We're community-owned, and we exist to serve our communities.
Every moment deserves something beautiful. At the Floral Shop in Madison, South Dakota, we craft custom arrangements that speak from the heart. Anniversaries, birthdays, weddings, or just because, our hand-picked blooms bring color and joy to every celebration. Same-day delivery available. Let us create something unforgettable for you. Visit floralshopmadison.com today.
Back here in Baltic, the MDL broadcast booth. Ready to start the fourth quarter. It's Baltic 44, Madison 43. A 1-point lead for the home team in the final game of the regular season for both these squads. Baltic has the basketball. Madison with Sims, Cummins, Nielsen, Fisher, and Schneider on the floor. Baltic over to Runstad, who had the three-point play right before the end of the third. Inside, and shot up no good by Kupras, but he got fouled. And Kupras will go to the line, shoot a pair here. Foul goes on Miles Schneider, his second personal. And Kupras with 4 points tonight. 6 points tonight, now at the free throw line. And the first one is short off the front of the iron, no good. Arntz back in the game for Baltic. He's the leading scorer tonight with 14. One more free throw on the way. That one off the back of the iron, no. Nielsen rebounds for Madison. Gives it away to Ethan Sims now. Comes into the front court for the Bulldogs. Over to Miles Schneider on the right wing. Fisher trying to post up inside. Now he comes out, sets a screen. Slips it, went to the post. They missed him. High pass to Brody on the opposite side. Sims now between the circles. Madison backs off and resets with 15 to shoot. Schneider fires it into Fisher on the block. Fisher squares up. Now bounces in. Double team comes. Stays with it. Kicks it outside for Miles. Now with 5. Schneider into the paint. Spins. Fades. Fires. And just misses. It rolls off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound Kupritz for Baltic. 1 point Baltic Bulldog lead here. Early fourth quarter. Skip pass almost into the stands, but picked up by Runstad. Now outside for Gary. Gary back up to Runstad. High in the air. He hauls that one in. Arntz wants it at the elbow. Has it. Kicks it back out. Gary pumps on a 3. Escape dribble right. Fires from there. Left it short. Rebound Nielsen. Knocked over Sims. Outlets ahead to Brody. Cummins coming the other way. It's a 2-on-3. He'll wait for reinforcements. Miles nearly lost it. Grabs it in the corner. And a timeout wisely taken by Coach White and Madison. 6:27 to play here in the fourth. Baltic by a point. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this on AmazingMadison.com.
MDL Madison has all your beverage needs. Pull up to the drive-thru window where you're always greeted with a smile. MDL has a large selection of fountain, bottle, and canned beverages, plus snacks, convenience store items, and gas pumps to top off your tank. MDL in Madison is open every morning at 5. Make sure to like MDL on Facebook to see more cheap prices every day, because discount is their middle name. MDL is where customers always go.
You love MDL. You love MDL. You love MDL.
At Madison Regional Health System, your unique needs and a positive healthcare experience matter. We are proud supporters of area sports and are here to meet the healthcare needs of our athletes and their loved ones. From routine healthcare to unfortunate sports-related injuries, our compassionate healthcare professionals are committed to providing quality healthcare close to home. We are honored to be your healthcare team and happy to help keep you in the game.
6:27 to play here in the fourth quarter. Baltic led the entire first half. Madison finally got a 1-point lead at the end of the third. Baltic's back up by 1, 44-43. Madison has the basketball. Shane Veenhoff and Henry Veenhoff back on the floor here for the Bulldogs. Shane at the top of the key. Goes to Henry. High post to the free throw line. Backs his way in. Turns it with the right hand. Shot short. Rebound Nielsen. Out for Schneider. 3-ball for the lead. Got it! Miles Schneider from downtown. His first from deep. 2-point lead for Madison, 46-44 as we hit the 6-minute mark here in the ball game. Runstad wants Arntz at the elbow on the left side. It's a horn set. They get it over to Runstad. Runstad off the attack. Layup inside, no good. Rebound Nielsen. Gets it to Shane. Shane with all kinds of speed as he comes into the front court. Puts it up off the basket. And they're going to call that. Was that an offensive foul? Or are they saying count the basket? Count the basket, yes. It was a blocking foul. Definitely the defender sliding that time as Shane came. So we're going to count the basket. 2 points for Shane. He's up to 11 now. It's a 4-point Madison lead, 48-44. And Veenhoff to the free throw line looking for his second and 1. Everybody was confused because the official that made the call, he was the one that overturned Shane's potential first 3-point play of the night. But the way he made the call, you couldn't tell if he was saying count the basket or charge. Rebound tipped out of the hands on a missed free throw of Arntz. Last touch by Miles Schneider. And it will be Baltic basketball. But Madison's up by 4. It's their biggest lead of the night. 5:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Runstad, the point guard for Baltic, crosses the timeline. Shane will pick him up as he comes into the front court. Over to Arntz. Back to Runstad. He'll launch at a 3. No good. Sims with a rebound for Madison. Throws it ahead to Henry now. Veenhoff goes behind the back. Drives inside. Leaves it for Nolan. Nielsen will throw it with the left hand. Right in Arntz's face. He gives him a flush of his own. It's a 6-point Madison lead. 50-44. Over to Gary now. Gary around the screen. Can't shake Sims. And a blocking foul on Ethan, and that'll be his 4th. So Ethan's got 4, Shane has 3, and Brody will quickly check into the game here for Madison and replace Ethan with 5:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Madison up by 6, 50-44. Arntz will inbound for Runstad. Brody draws the assignment on him. Runstad crosses over, gets to the elbow, outside Gary. Back to Runstad at the top of the key. Goes around a Cuppers screen, pulls up at the elbow. Gary now with 22 on the shot clock. Shane went for a steal on Erickson, came up empty, and a timeout taken by Baltic. And head coach Alex Langner with 4:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. Madison by 6. Back in a moment on KJAM.
Tired of water that tastes like regret? For over 60 years, Christensen Complete Water has been Madison's water conditioning experts. From softeners to drinking water units, we deliver clean, high-quality water that's simply better. Free estimates, expert repairs, even salt delivery. We'll carry it so you don't have to. Better water, better life. Visit christensenwater.com today.
Welcome back to Baltic in the MDL broadcast booth with 4:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. Madison with a 50-44 lead on top of Baltic. Baltic with the basketball, now 12 to shoot. Arntz at the top of the key, guarded by Schneider, gets it away to Runstad. Now 8 on the shot clock. He backs away with 6. Arntz with 5. Back to Runstad. Runstad attacks on Nielsen, rejects it out of bounds. It'll be just 1 second on the shot clock. Here for Baltic, they'll inbound on the baseline. You got to watch both Cuppers and Arntz here attacking the basket. Nielsen trying to defend the paint. Pass lobbed up inside. Arntz tips it up. Shot no good. Rebound out of bounds. Who touched it last? Nolan did. Arntz got it up off the glass. And the rebound was knocked out of bounds by Madison. So Baltic will keep the possession, and they've got a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Runstad in for, intended for Arntz, taken away by Shane. Shane running with Henry the other way, leaves it for Henry, up off the window, too strong. Nielsen flies in and has a rebound, throws it off a Baltic player, and it'll be Madison basketball on the baseline. Madison with a 6-point lead, looking to extend here, nearing the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. They've held Baltic to 14 so far in the second half. Henry throws it out to Miles Schneider. Over to Shane now with 25 to shoot here for the Bulldogs. Brody Cummins in the corner, feeds it inside, was looking for Henry, and it was knocked away and out of bounds. Last touched by Ben Erickson. Into the corner, Brody. Out for Shane. Now for Henry in the corner. Henry into the paint. Floater with the right hand. No, it's off the back of the iron, but we get a late whistle and a foul. And 2 shots coming up for Henry Veenhoff at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. 4:10 remaining here in the fourth. And 2 shots for Henry. He's got a team high 14 points. It's actually time for the game high. First free throw up and good. 51-44. Madison lead. One more on the way. That one back of the iron. No good. Arntz secures the rebound for Baltic. It's a 7-point Madison lead as we hit the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Runstad with Shane in front of him for Cuppers. Now over to Arntz. Back right side for Runstad. Erickson comes free at the top of the key. Around a screen. He steps back from beyond the arc. Feeds it for Arntz. A deep 3 is up. No good. Rebound Shane. Shane, though, hit the deck. And we've got a foul on Baltic, and I believe they're going to pick up Erickson with that foul, and that would be his 4th. Nope, check that. It's going to go on Cuppers. That is his 3rd. And a timeout by Baltic. 3:45 to play here in the fourth. Madison's up 51-44 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Back in a moment on AM 1390 at AmazingMadison.com.
Today, you have more choices than ever in how you buy insurance. Don't make the 1-800 mistake when it comes to your peace of mind. Call Brian at King Insurance, your independent insurance agent for all your insurance needs. Trust Brian at King Insurance to provide the coverage you need at competitive prices and the service you need when you need it. King Insurance provides safe, sound, and secure insurance protection. The King Insurance Agency in Madison, located just west of the courthouse. Their local, trusted choice independent insurance agency. Peace of mind when you need it the most.
3:45 to play here in the fourth quarter, 51-44. Madison with the lead and the basketball. We're back underway here. Inbounds into Shane. It's Shane and Henry Veenhoff, Nielsen, Schneider, and Cummins on the floor for Madison. Shane directing traffic, sees an opening, attacks and scores it at the rim. 2 more for Shane. He's got 13, and the lead is 9 now for Madison. Matches the biggest of the game for either team. Here's Erickson. Had the hot hand early. He's been quiet in the second half. Gary crosses over, gets inside, leaves it for Arntz. Arntz, extra pass. Rejected by Nielsen, but a whistle and a foul. And Kupris will head to the stripe for 2. Nielsen with his third. A lot of time left here with 3:18 to go. Madison trying to get their 12th win of the season. Trevor Kupris, the senior, connects. No, does not connect on the first and rattled out. They've been stuck on 44 for a while. 53-44 Madison. One more Baltic free throw here from Kupris. And that one off the back of the iron, no. Rebound Henry for the Bulldogs. Henry Veenhoff leaves it over to Shane. Shane back to Henry. Henry drives, floats it up off the glass. Contact, no whistle. Rebound Arntz. Ahead for Runstand. Runstand battling on Nielsen. Blocked it. Rebound Arntz. Put back good. 53-46. Nearly a steal. It is going to be a turnover. Shane, or Miles rather, insisting it was last touched by Gary. They're going to say Miles touched it last. So Baltic basketball with 2:55 to play. Madison now leading by 7. Ball into the hand of Runstand for Baltic. Around a double high screen, he chooses the right side. Now top of the key, Erickson dribbling over to his left, looking to attack on Nielsen. Stops, feeds behind him. Arntz, he'll get to the paint. Kicks it into the corner for Gary. Inside pass, taken away by Miles Schneider. They were looking for Kupris, and Miles, realizing he's trapped, calls timeout. 2:36 to go in the ball game. Madison up 53-46. We're back after this on KJAM.
Today, you have more choices than ever in how you buy insurance. Don't make the 1-800 mistake when it comes to your peace of mind. Call Brian at King Insurance, your independent insurance agent for all your insurance needs. Trust Brian at King Insurance to provide the coverage you need at competitive prices and the service you need when you need it. King Insurance provides safe, sound, and secure insurance protection. The King Insurance Agency in Madison, located just west of the courthouse. Their local, trusted choice independent insurance agency. Peace of mind when you need it the most.
2:36 remaining here in the ball game as we bring you back to the MDL broadcast booth. 53-46, Madison with the lead. Baltic was up by 8 in the first quarter. They led it by 8 at halftime. Madison trailed by 1 when we started the fourth, and now is up 53-46. Schneider got the takeaway, and he'll inbound it here to Shane. Out of the timeout. Veenhoff, just being bumped by Gary as he came into the front court. And Gary just kind of needlessly picked up his 4th foul, and that's the 4th on Baltic. So now any other foul the rest of the way here is going to be free throws for Madison. Brody Cummins will trigger the inbound. Gets it into Shane. Still going to have Gary in front of him. And they're going to clear out and let Shane attack him. Shane a little push off. He got away with one there. Here's Nielsen. Nielsen looking to go inside for Henry. Henry spins, fades, and the shot rejected by Arntz. Rebound to Gary for Baltic. Pass ahead, finds Erickson. Erickson pump fakes and puts it in off the glass. 53-48 now, Madison. Henry with the basketball. Gets it over to Nolan. Nielsen walks it ahead and hands it off to Shane. Into the front court with under 2 minutes to go. Henry Veenhoff with 15 points. Left side now for Shane. Shane for Brody. Brody directing traffic from the wing. Henry now at the top of the key, gives back to Shane with 10 to shoot. Nielsen will come up and set a screen. They come out, hard hedge on it. He reverses course. Shane still with the dribble. A step back three is good! Shane Veenhoff gets the hero ball shot with 90 seconds to go. And it's 56-48 Madison. Runstad into the front court. Arntz, answer, three, got it! And a timeout by Baltic with 1:15 to play. 5-point Madison lead, 56-51 on the Farmers Ag Center scoreboard. Back after this on KJAM.
Let's be real. You make things. You grow things. You do things. You want things. And that's where we come in. We're First Bank and Trust, a community bank that understands the unique needs of our community and the people who make it great. First Bank and Trust is just the right size to make big things possible while making sure the small things never feel that way. First Bank and Trust. Real banking, real easy. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Before you hit the highway, swing by Automedics Car Care in Madison. AC not keeping up? Tires looking tired? We'll get your car road trip ready with expert inspections, oil changes, brake checks, and industry-leading nationwide warranty on most repairs. Because nothing ruins a summer drive like a breakdown. You can trust nearly 40 years of combined experience at Automedics Car Care on Southwest 4th Street in Madison. Visit automedicscarcare.com.
1:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Madison by 5, 56-51. Veenhoff hit a three. Arntz answers with the three. And now it'll be full court pressure on the inbound as Madison gets it in. Shane now over to Miles. Miles sees a double team coming, looking for help. Miles still needs help, but he'll take another timeout. With 1:07 to go, Madison calls a timeout. They will have one remaining. 1:07 to play here in the fourth. Back after this.
Los Tapatios Authentic Mexican Food has two convenient locations in Madison and Volca. The Madison location has moved to their new expanded building right next door to the original restaurant. Los Tapatios, where families and communities come together to experience great food and great service. Los Tapatios is proud to support local teams and proud to be a part of great communities.
Well, Baltic has gone to full court pressure. They are really overcommitting on the ball right now, trying to force turnovers. Let's see if Madison can find somebody free on the other end. Here's Shane. Now they'll let him bring it up. Here comes the half-court trap. He tries to dribble through it. The ball knocked free. It's going to come to Erickson, who will lay it up and in. And Shane looks a little banged up. Sims ready to check in for Madison. And Shane Veenhoff will go to the bench. 57 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Madison's lead is down to 3, 56-53. They got to inbound with this pressure now and get it across the timeline. Miles into Sims. Here's the double team. Sims spins on it, drives it, lost it, got it over to Nielsen, and into the front court. Nolan looking for help, finds Schneider. Under a minute to play now. Nolan back to Sims, top of the key. Madison by 3. 20 seconds on the game, or on the shot clock. 40 on the game clock. Henry dribbles around a screen, picks it up. Top of the key for Sims. Sims into the corner. Brody open. A three is short. Rebound into the hands of Erickson. 25 seconds to go for Baltic. They're down 3. Pass ahead for Runstad. Guarded by Sims as he goes around a screen to the right side. Steps back with 18 seconds. How long will they wait? Arntz skips it over to Runstad. Runstad gets to Erickson. Deep straightaway three for the tie is short. Saved by Arntz. Out to Gary. Steps back for a three. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it in for... No, he can't hit the layup. The time's going to expire, and that's the ball game. Madison survives the final 25 seconds and picks up the win. 56-53 on the road here in Baltic. The Bulldogs down 9 early, come back and hold on for the win and improve to 12 and 12 and 8 as we go to the playoffs. A wild finish here. Baltic, 2 looks at a 3 to try to tie it, and in the end, Madison hangs on. It's your F&M Co-op Oil postgame show coming up next.
The Madison Bulldogs are known for being dedicated, hardworking, and always striving to do their very best to be a winning team. Just like the dedicated, hardworking team at F&M Co-op in Madison. Whether you're in need of tires, bulk fuel, propane, oil, or exhaust fluid, F&M Co-op is the local choice for your farming operation. F&M Co-op of Madison, striving to be part of your winning team and a proud supporter of the Madison Bulldogs.
Improve your oral health by visiting Madison Family Dental. At Madison Family Dental, they help improve smiles of their patients by offering many dental services, including general and kids dentistry, restorative dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, smile makeovers, and implant dentistry. Whether it's for a checkup, teeth cleaning, crowns, fillings, root canal, wisdom teeth extraction, dentures, implants, or teeth whitening, Madison Family Dental can help. Schedule an appointment today by calling 256-2670 or visit MadisonFamDental.com.
Bulldog fans, are you ready to level up your fitness? Anytime Fitness has a brand new home at 112 North Egan Avenue with 24/7 access, upgraded equipment, coaching support, and a community that pushes you to be your best. It's a perfect place for Bulldog athletes, students, and fans to train. Whether you're chasing PRs or just starting your fitness journey, we're here to help you stay strong all season long. Stop in for a tour or message us to join the pack. Anytime Fitness, proud to support our Bulldog community.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Cundert Williams Insurance in Madison today.
Welcome back here to Baltic High School and the F&M Co-op Oil postgame show brought to you by the F&M in Madison for all of your bulk fuel needs. Tires to keep you running safe on the road this spring and summer. Green Mountain Pellet Grills and more. You'll find it at F&M Co-op Oil, proud supporter of Madison High School sports. The Bulldog Boys rally for a second-half victory over Baltic tonight. Madison couldn't get the offense going in the first half. Trailed 30-22 at halftime. They were down by as many as 9 in the opening half to Baltic. Madison made it was kind of a small adjustment offensively in terms of two things. One, they tried to get out with a little more pace, get the rebounds, outlet to Sims or to Shane Feenhoff as quickly as you could, get into your transition offense a little bit. That paid some dividends for Shane, got a couple of and-one opportunities. And then also, and he didn't really even get that many points out of it, but putting Henry at the post and letting him kind of operate a few times with his back to the basket, and it freed up. He had some nice passes inside, was able to find some open looks for his teammates, and Madison was able to turn on the offense after just 22 points in the first half, and they pick up the 56-53 win. They led by as many as 8 there in that fourth quarter. Baltic just kept chipping away in the final 4, and in the end, they maybe were a little too passive looking for that 3 early. They had 25 seconds after a missed a missed Brody Cummins 3 that would have put Madison in front by 6. Baltic got the rebound, brought it down the court, and seemed like they wanted to hold for a last shot down 3. Well, they waited till there was under 10 seconds. Arntz passed on a 3 with about 15. Runstad tried a 3 that was no good. And then an offensive rebound. Gary was short of the 3. He got his own rebound and tried to put a putback layup up. Had it gone through, they would have been able to call a timeout with about 2 seconds left, but it just rolled off the rim. And Madison survives with the 3-point win. Shane Feenhoff, 16 points tonight to lead Madison. Henry had 15 for the Bulldogs in the victory. And now for Madison, it's moving on to the Region 3A quarterfinals next Tuesday. Madison will host an opening round game at last look. Does look like it's going to be Del Rapids, but I think there's maybe a little wiggle room in there, depending on what happens with the Tri-Valley Mustangs. Well, they're going to lose. So, yeah, there's not going to be any wiggle room there. I forgot Tri-Valley was playing Sioux Falls Christian. They did lose, 86-51. So, Madison will get Del Rapids on Tuesday, it looks like, in the opening round of the Region 3A tournament. Winner of that gets West Central next Friday. Girls Sodak 16 games will be on Thursday next week. So, the boys will play region quarters on Thursday, and then the semifinals of the regions on Friday. Speaking of the Sodak 16, the Coleman Egan girls won yesterday over Chester to advance into that. They'll play in Huron on Thursday against Warner. And I was just looking to see, take that back. Madison High School is going to host a couple of Sodak 16 games. Lennox girls versus Miller, and then Sioux Falls Christian girls against Groton. 5:30 and 7 p.m. starts. Those will both be in the Madison High School gym on Thursday. Our next basketball broadcast, again, will be tomorrow night. We will have Dakota State University men's basketball from the Frontier Conference Tournament in Butte. A scheduled 9 p.m. tip-off Central Time tomorrow night on Jammin' Country FM 103. Our next Madison Boys broadcast will be on Tuesday in the Region 3A playoffs here on AM 1390, and we'll have the video stream at amazingmadison.com. And, by the way, we'll have some girls basketball DSU women on Sunday, and then potentially more on Monday should the DSU men or women make it to the conference championship game. We'll keep you updated on all that on the air, online, here at KJM and AmazingMadison.com. Final score tonight, it's the Madison Boys with a 56-53 win over Baltic. The Baltic Bulldogs drop to 12-8. The Madison Bulldogs improve to 12-8. That'll do it for our broadcast here tonight. I'm Matt Gross. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great rest of your Friday night.